Hello everyone, this is Packs&Recreation, and today we're going to try something different, although very similar. Instead of opening some Magic the Gathering stuff, we're going to open some Pokemon TCG, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I mean, if you want to get purist, it needs to be Pokémon Monsters, so I guess I don't have any playmat for Pokemon, so which is a shame though. I don't know if I never look at them or we have less of them. I don't know. So I went for this because this is for water, right? So which is the best starters normally, except for like 2 gens. There are the gens that Poplio is not a part, and Oshawott is also like, what? Come on, really? And to a degree, maybe Quaxley as well, but Oshawott, I mean, it kind of redeems itself eventually, but Poplio is just not in my team. But Squirtle, Totodile, Mudkip, Piplup, all of them Team Water. So let's see. Today we're opening something that just caught my eye, and come on, if you like Pokemon, you need to like this. So this is a Pokemon Go Pokeball, and is made of metal, which is kind of interesting. And you have Pokeballs, Great Balls or Super Balls, as they are called in Japan, and Ultra Balls. So is there any difference in contents? No, it's just a different box. However, to me, it's just incredible that just now they thought about this, because maybe at first they're like big, and second, this is the equivalent of a tin, although the contents are not the equivalent of a tin normally, because it's just 3 boosters and 2 sticker sheets. But Magic, the closest thing that we have is the bundle boxes, and the bundle boxes nowadays, they don't come with that much. Like you have, it's like, oh, there is a bundle, and now with 8 boosters, which is actually worse. I mean, this is also more expensive than the Pokeball, mind you, but what you get after opening this is just, a die, a bunch of boosters, and you get a cardboard box. And the cardboard box, most of the time, is kind of nice. One second. Like, this is good looking. This is nice. I always like the cut that they have, the diagonal cut. But, it is what it is. And, you can store cards in here, I guess. But at the end of the day, it's cardboard. And Magic never really played that much with metal. The other trading card game that is very famous, though, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Has, though, however, used its lore to actually play around with the tin boxes. At the beginning, they were just metal boxes with a card or stuff, and nowadays they just really lean into the Egyptian theme and go like, hey, this is like a sarcophagus, see, and there's a bunch of cards in here. Although, also, you can tell that the box is kind of empty by default, like, really empty. Like, see, like, but the idea is that you empty it and you store your cards in there. At least, it's like a way of having an instant collection, which is, to a degree, is the same idea for the bundles. The bundles in Magic are made for you to, start a collection. That's why they have a bunch of lands and stuff like that. Pokemon has team boxes, and we are going to open some one of these days, but they never really use the one of the most important symbols in Pokemon, so I'm very happy that they finally did it. So let's see what comes in here. Well, no point in trying to open this in a civilized manner. One thing to point out, though, is that if you're going to get these online, because if you're getting these, you're getting them for the Pokemon, let's be honest, and not so much for the boosters or anything, because you can get those a lot cheaper in anywhere else. But if you're getting these, oh, see, this is kind of what I was trying to get at. If you're getting these from online, you need to be careful about 2 things. So first, does this come off? Well, maybe not with gloves, but I'm assuming this will come off. I hope. And the other is that this has the marks of the plastic on it, but some of them are bent, or a lot of them are actually bent. I had to really fish through 2 boxes of this to get the 3 Pokeballs, or Pokeball, Great Ball, Master Ball, without any bends on them. And then you have this, but I'm assuming these will come off with alcohol, rubbing alcohol or something. Because, I mean, come on, it's a nice Pokeball to have, even if you only like Pokemon as a video game and not so much the trading card game. Everyone loves this if you like Pokemon. So let's see, what's the best way of opening this? Okay, like that. So these are the contents. This smells strongly like metal for some reason. I mean, yes, it's a tin ball, but it smells kind of strong. So there is that. You can just reuse these for anything, I guess. And the contents, 2 sticker sheets, which on the bad side, they are Pokemon Go, but on the good side is Bulbasaur and Mewtwo, so you can't go wrong with this too. So stickers, adventure awaits in Pokemon Go, and you can just scan the QR code, and each code printed on this card will unlock a reward on Pokemon Go. So if you're playing Pokemon Go, just, enjoy, because I don't since 2016, so please be my guest. And 3 Pokemon TCG boosters, Pokemon Go collection or set, I guess. So let's see. I have to give a disclaimer beforehand. I am a lot better versed in Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! Than I am on Pokemon, the TCG. Because if you ask me about Pokemon, the video games, I can talk to you about hours and hours about the saga, its history, the evolution of the gameplay, the story, like all the urban legends, all the mythic stuff, and how much I try to open a booster without breaking it. Okay, there you go. But the trading card game, not so much really. And it's ironic because the first cards that I ever got in my life were Pokemon cards. And I was like, man, this is great. And then I just moved into Yu-Gi-Oh! and later Magic. But ironically, the one that provides the best value is always going to be Pokemon, because they give you all these, and then at the end, they give you a code to redeem, to get a booster online. So please be my guest as well. So in terms of pure value, and if you buy like a bundle box from Pokemon, which is called an Elite Trainer box, you get a lot more value. So, I don't know, I guess for once, Pokemon and Nintendo, even though, Nintendo has nothing to do with this, it's Pokemon, the Pokemon company, etc. But for once, it's actually a good deal compared to the others. I don't know. So, Wimpod, Pidove or Pidove, 5th gen. There you go, man. One thing that I like a lot about the Pokemon trading cards is that sometimes you get a 3D art, sometimes you get a 2D art. Like they're very flexible with the types of art that they allow, and I just really appreciate that. My OCD though triggers as a video game player with the fact that the types do not match. Oh my god, Squirtle card, yes! And a Wartortle card, yeah, baby! I mean, I know this is worthless, but hey, first starter, bro. And Squirtle and Wartortle in the same booster, yay! And Wartortle is foil and has water symbols on the back. See? Like the playmat, everything was planned. Everything was planned. Everything was planned. This is amazing. This is just me fanboying over Squirtle and Wartortle. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. I just I just like the first gen. Snorlax, also foil. Apparently there are like different types of foil, like in Yu-Gi-Oh! Red energy or fire energy. Lore Mojo. Each player reveals top 3 cards of their deck and puts all Pokemon they find there into their hand. Then each player shuffles another cards on the deck. And one of the fun things, Camerupt, is that the Pokemon trading card game, and I always love these like trivia, was actually developed by Wizards of the Coast. And after some time, I mean, the Pokemon company and Nintendo were just like, yeah, we cool, we can do it on our own. And obviously Wizards was not happy about it. And you know, basically the Pokemon company did to Wizards more or less what Sony did to Nintendo after what Nintendo did to Sony, because they went with Panasonic, with Philips, and therefore they did the CDI. So they were like, oh, can you help us with this? Oh, now we have the knowledge, so goodbye then. And they poached a bunch of employees from Wizards, apparently. Slowpoke, Ambipon with private dexterity. Nice. Natu. So the theme there is Bibarel. Huh. Nice, because it's Bibarel, but it's from the perspective of I forgot the name of the painting Pokemon. Smeargle, I think. Pikachu. Oh yeah. Although I mean, there has to be like one Pikachu card in every set in Pokemon, right? So not very important, I guess. Oh, the same Ambipon again. Yep, but this time in the special treatment. Nice. I like this treatment, to be honest. It's kind of a Gyarados, which the art is very nice as well. This is very Pokemon Go, it coming off from a, you know, cityscape. Nice. Psychic Energy or Purple Energy, depending on Solrock. Another Lure module. HR Million, yay! Nice, Splash and Flamethrower. Like in Pokemon Stadium. And another code, be my guest. And the last pack of the Pokeball. These packs are like very tight. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but they're like super tight to the cards. Like, I know that normally that's the case, but normally there is some air or some space between the cards and the booster, and here is like, nope. Ain't nobody got time for that. Slowpoke, Onyx, yay! I remember the first time I actually, in terms of cards, like physical cards, the Pokemon trading card game, I had a starter deck, and then I didn't, you know, got the chance to play with more. But what I did play a lot was the Pokemon trading card game video game on the Game Boy Color. Man, did I burn that game! And you know that the theme song, the tan 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 tan, and your main character with a bandana on their head. 8 Charmander, so I have a Charmander, a Charmeleon, a Squirtle, and a Wartortle. Just needed a Bulbasaur, which I mean, we got one as a sticker, but just needed a Bulbasaur and an Ivysaur, and I can call it a day. Candela as a trainer. Oh, shiny trading card. Although this card is bent already. I don't know if you can see it. See, it has like the card is. I just opened the pack, and as you can see, this was the pack that I just opened like a beast, so I didn't like pull them or anything. And this card is new, and is already heavily played. Like, look at those scratches. What the? And it's all bent here in the what the. Like, come on, look at that. See, like you can see that in the reflection. What the fuck, man? Oh, whoa, okay, cool. Forget about the other card. This one looks good. Whoa, this shines a lot. Maybe the camera, I don't think the camera gets it, but woo, baby. And this Mewtwo, which is always great. It's like a psychedelic effect. There's a Mewtwo V-Star. don't know if this card is good or not. It looks good, it feels good, it's Mewtwo, I don't care. I mean, wow. Great. I need to sleeve this, I guess. This is a problem of me not being up to date with the TCG, the Pokemon TCG, in terms of like power and pricing and stuff. It's just like, oh, this card looks great, I guess. So I think I will take care of it, I guess. So a Pokestop. Nice. They actually incorporated the Pokemon Go things into the TCG, like literal. And last code of this Pokeball, there you go. Now for the next one in line, a Great Ball, which, if I recall correctly, in the original game there was a bug, and the Great Ball actually had a better capture ratio or capture probability than the Ultra Ball. And I just learned that recently. Maybe I'm mixing it with something else, but I just learned that recently, and to a degree, it was validating, because when I played Pokemon Red in 1998, which I'm old, see, like same marks and scratches. I mean, in this case, it's just the marks from the glue, so maybe this can be cleaned with some alcohol like this, you know. But it's a shame, because the Pokeball itself is great, or the Great Ball in this case. So same logic. Strong metal smell. The codes, and a Larvitar and an Articuno. Nice. The codes, if you want them for Pokemon Go, are basically these. And the 3 boosters. Again, they're super tight. It's crazy. And when I learned the fact that the Great Balls technically have better capture ratio than the... there's no point in me fighting anymore. I already got to 1, so whatever. It was validating, because I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. Because I could swear as a kid that the Great Balls were better, even though it didn't make any sense. And my friends were like, nah, that's your impression. And like, well, turns out I was right. Eevee, yay! I was never a fan of Eevee, to be honest. It was actually a source of anxiety, because you only get one Ivy or one Eevee in the entire game. So you need to pick what you do with it. And I was one of those kids that was like, oh, I want to make them evolve, but if you evolve it, you lose it. And I wanted to actually have the 151 Pokemon. Oh, nice, Blissey. So that made it very frustrating to have like only one Eevee. Wartortle, yay! Is this the same Wartortle? Yeah, it is. But this is not a foil one. On Pheasant, a lure module, because Pokemon Go, and another code, be my guest. And I remember that I actually went around asking other kids to trade their Flareons, Vaporeons, and Jolteons. And I had to be very creative about it. It's like, hey, well, what do you want? Haha. And I mean, back in the day, where you actually believed that Mew was hidden somewhere. Oh, Bulbasaur, yay! Okay, so just missing Ivysaur, and I will have the doubles for everyone. And this is actually the first grass type that we got so far. So I don't have where to put it. I'm going to put it here, I guess. Although it's kind of outside of the frame, but at this point, Onyx again. You had to be very creative with the trades, so I had to do some stuff like, hey, Spinarak, nice. Blastoise, yay, baby! Oh yeah, see, like that's the magic of the blue. That's the magic of the blue playmat. I just started this video being like, oh well, the water team is the best team, blah blah blah. And it's like, well, now officially it is. Look at this, yay! And again, it's like likely this is worthless, but it's like my first starter Pokemon. Like this is where the magic started, baby. Blastoise, 170 life, ability Vitality Spring. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 6 energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. If you use this ability, your turn ends. And for 4 colorless, I think, you do Hydro Pump, which does 90 plus damage. This attack does 30 more damage for each water energy attached to this Pokemon. Nice. Is Blastoise. Oh man, I'm so happy. Happy about, like, this is nothing really, but like, yay, I got my starter. That's all I wanted. Like, we can stop the video right now. Oh, Ivysaur! Nice! So, almost there. We're almost there. We just need a impossible or semi-impossible Venusaur, and I'm sure it's impossible Charizard, because the Legend of Charizard in this TCG is... I mean, obviously, I know it's not the same Charizard. When you say that, just the fact that it is a Charizard, it's a problem. As a matter of fact, as a Blastoise person, I always had a thing with the Charizard craze, because everyone was like, oh, Charizard, and everyone loves Charizard, and the most expensive card is the Charizard. And oh, nice. Golly support. And yes, technically, red. Oh, nice. Melmetal. And technically, red or Reddo is. And there is Melton, so we got the set. Technically, he starts with. Rare Candy, nice. He starts with Charmander. That's the whole thing. That's why he's red. Although some sources say that red actually starts with Bulbasaur, because the manual in the original Pokemon, code, the manual in the original code, the manual in the original games had red with a Bulbasaur, and blue with a Charmander, if I recall correctly, and then the lady, which now we know as green, with a Squirtle, I think. By the way, now time for the Ultra Ball, last one. Let's see. So, yeah, we had some gloves versus plastic. Who will win? We had there's some debate there. So, yes, Charmander. I know that everyone loves Charmander because it's a dinosaur. And it has a fire tail, and yes, I also saw the original series. Oh, another Mewtwo, nice, and a Bulbasaur. So history repeats itself. And I also saw that episode when Ash is like, no, he's going to die because if he's on the rain and the tail, is put off, he dies, etc. So I know I got my feels, and yes, Charmander actually evolved, not like Squirtle that stayed in the firefighting squad with putting some glasses and just being like very cool. But overall, hey, Alolan Rattata, nice. First Dark type, and now for sure I don't have a place to put it. Whatever. Talking about the devil, here is Charmander. But I don't know, I just think like, I remember seeing the Pokemon Origins anime series, and talking about the devil, bro. Oh, double talking about the devil. Yeah, baby. Like, I have all the starters. I don't care about anything else, baby. Like, I have all the starters. I'm Mewtwo. I don't know if this is a good pool or not. I really should do some research before opening the Pokeballs on this channel. But I was like, hey, I got 2 Pokeballs. I am so going to open them for the channel. I just didn't do any research or anything. And from that, here we are. But So I don't know if this is good or not. But from my perspective as a video gamer and a very old one to make the point, I just got the 3 starters and their Evos and Mewtwo. And however, this is a black Charizard, well, shiny Charizard technically, but I guess they call it Radiant here. Oh man, the two of them in a single booster. I was just saying like, oh, it's going to be impossible because we just have 9 boosters. I mean, this should be a very common thing because in 9 boosters they got all the starters, so I guess they are not that good. But oh man, I mean, I can't even read this freaking card. It shines so much, and you can't get it properly on the camera, but it looks like an etched foil from like Magic. See, like you can see like a pattern there. And I can't read. Okay, there you go. So excited heart. This Pokemon attack cost and one less, colorless in this case, for each prize card your opponent has taken. Okay. And for 1 fire, or 1 red, I guess, and 4 colorless, or any color, or yeah, Combustion Blast. 250. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Combustion Blast. So yeah, it's like a Hyper Beam. It needs to take a turn. Nice. I don't know if this is good or not, but I'm just radiant right now. Venusaur, Lupilasso. Ability: once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon, and the new active Pokemon is now asleep and poisoned. Well, okay. And for 2 green, or grass, I guess, and 2 normal or colorless, you do Solar Beam for 130. And ironically, Solar Beam doesn't need to charge in these cards, and Combustion Blast, which is an invented attack, needs you to rest. So the world backwards, I guess. Fighting Energy, or Feast Energy, or Brown Energy. Charmeleon, oh man, getting all of the boys. And Lure Module. Ariados, oh man, I had an Ariados when I was playing Pokemon Gold, and the other one, Ladybug as well. I just love these 2 bugs. I think one of the best bugs besides Caterpie and Weedle. And another code. Wait, another code indeed. Oh man, Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, and Mewtwo. What's next? I mean, there's nothing else. I mean, I got Starlax as well. I guess you can count that. But there's nothing else. There's nothing else I can aspire to. Like the 3 birds maybe, but I'm not that much of a fan. I prefer the starters. I'm a simple man. Numel, Alolan Raticate. I just love these variations, by the way. Some people hate them, but I love it because it's like, well, they are versions of the same creature. And we got a Rattata, so we got the set here. Tranquil, and we got Pilot, and we got Pheasant. What's the name of the bird Pokemon with a mask? Unpheasant. Okay, there you go. So Tranquil. Larvitar, my boy. Look at that face. It knows what it's doing. Ambipod. Steelix, and we have a bunch of Onyxes, so this is great. Body Slam, and Iron Buster, which you actually can't read that well because of the pattern, but nice looking. This pattern actually favors a lot the steel Pokemon, so great. And a Slacking V. This card looks so nice that it looks like a fake card, to be honest, like because of all the shininess and how it's cut and stuff. Slacking V. If I understand this correctly, the V cards don't need to evolve, so I just play Slacking like that, and there you go. Kinda lazy. Its ability. If you have exactly 2, 4, or 6 prize cards remaining, this Pokemon can attack. Good translation of the real video game effect to the cards. Interesting. And for 4 energy, heavy impact for 260. Nice. Slacking V. Thunder Energy, Chansey, and we have Blissey as well, so another set completed. Solrock, and we got Lunatone as well here, so the boys are together. As you can see with Pokemon cards, I'm just very easy to please. I'm just like, man, we got the Evos and we got this and we got that. And another code. And the last one. Let's see. Bulbasaur, yay! Never gets old. I mean, if you knew what I did with when McDonald's had the starters, like the 7 starters in the Happy Meal, if you knew, you will be disgusted. Magikarp, Eevee. I'm very happy because I mean there is some repetition, and regardless of that, we actually got all the cards that I could dream of. This kind of sucks, to be honest, but but besides that, I mean, for Eevee fans, I mean, I guess this is heaven. But and Gyarados again, very nice. Likely Gyarados is a better card than some of the others that I've been doing some arty for it. But by the way, they are kind of bent by default, the foils. So memories of Wizards. Egg Incubator, Solrock again, Trainer Spark, and the last code of this video. You can redeem that if you want. Be my guest. So, I mean, I am more than happy. So we can do the same as we do with the magic cards. That means that we just pick each pile and pick, our favorite card, or doesn't need to be the most expensive card, just our favorite. In this case, for blue or for water, well, I think you know where this is going. Blastoise, yay! I mean, I prefer Squirtle, to be honest, but Blastoise seems to be more difficult to get, so I'm going Team Blastoise. Like, yay, look at Blastoise. Oh man, I'm so happy. Yeah, it's same position as or almost same position as the art from Pokemon Blue. It's like, man, I'm static. From normal or colorless, let's see. Well, technically, I'm assuming this is the best card I got. And Slacking, I like a lot. But, let's see what else is there. Well, I guess the Eevee card's kind of the nicest, but Team Snorlax, right? So, some people are really thinking like, well, this person obviously is very biased towards the first generation. For electric, we got Pikachu, so I guess it's Pikachu. You can go wrong with Pikachu, I guess. For fighting type or fist type, because you have rock and ground here. Onyx is a classic because of Brock, but Larvitar, I just really like this art. Look at those eyes. Look at that smile. He knows what he's doing. He just stole that berry. He knows. Like, he totally knows. For Dark, we just got 2. Actually the same family. So Rattata and Raticate. I'm going with Rattata, just because. For Psychic or Purple, I don't know. Sylveon is kind of nice, but you know where this is going. Oh yeah, baby. I don't even know. This is great. I don't even know if this is good or not, but this is great. I'm assuming it's good, but I don't know. In Metal, we just got a bunch of Meltons and Melmetal and Steelix. So I'm going with Steelix. Although Melmetal seems like a more appropriate thing because it's Pokemon Go, but the Steelix card just looks minier with the pattern and stuff, even though you can't read the name. So I went with Steelix. For the trainer cards, this is going to be more difficult. So I think I'm going. Technically, this is the shiniest one I got. Although, even though it's badly bent for some reason right off the box, but and the trainers are cool. But I went with the rare candy. Rare candies, always a good memory. So there is that. On the fire team, oh, you can imagine where this is going as well. There is a Charizard, so I guess we're going with the Charizard. Actually, it feels weird. Like it's like an edge foil. Oh man, this is cool. If not, I will have gone with Charmander. However, I will prefer Charmeleon sometimes because of in Pokemon Stadium, when you go for the rent Pokemon, so every Pokemon is level 50, and you chose Charmeleon, it had Ember, and the animation it had for Ember was freaking cool because it was like giving a step and then firing a fireball, like, you know, like a gun, basically. Look it up on YouTube. It's great. So for grass, well, you can see the pattern, right? You pretty much know where we are going with this. Although, I mean, there is a Spinarak here. I love Spinarak, as well as Bulbasaur and Ivysaur. I'm not sure if this card is going on. But yeah, it has to be Venusaur. So there you have it. I guess I can't ask for anything more. Like, as you can already tell, I am pretty much a old fan and seasoned fan of Pokemon. That's the better term. And although I follow Pokemon to this day, the first gen is always the first gen. But so I couldn't ask for more. Like the 3 starters on all their Evos, Pikachu, Snorlax, and Mewtwo. I mean, I don't know how common is this. I don't know. I mean, when editing the video, we put like the values and stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. I'm just static. The only thing that could top this is that the stickers will be of the starters as well, and not just, But hey, we got 2 at least, and an Articuno, so I really can't ask for more, to be honest. So I'm very happy, I'm very ecstatic. I clearly don't know what I'm doing, but I hope you enjoy this. I hope you had a good time. And let me know in your comments. Let me know in the comments if this was okay or not, or what do you think of this? Or you're like, come on, this dude doesn't even play and he got a good pool. I don't know. But I mean, I love Pokemon, so if that works for something, there you go. I guess. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe this is worthless. I just have the 3 starters and Mewtwo. I'm very happy. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time. This has been Packs and Recreation. Have a great time. See you next time. Bye.